So to set the resolution from script, what I'm going to do is just to visit the scripts folder here and double click on the Game Manager class to display that here in MonoDevelop, and we have a completely empty Game Manager class. We should now be familiar with how the class structure works in Unity. This is a component attached to the main camera and it descends from Mono behavior. Now, to set the resolution of the game, it's pretty simple. All I have to do is make use of the screen class. The screen class is part of the Unity API and we can use it to control all aspects of the game's display. So I'm going to open up the start function here and type the name screen, and I'm going to put a period symbol and then choose set resolution. So I can call the set resolution function. So I'll select that, and in parentheses I can provide the width of the screen in pixels, the height, and whether or not the game should run in full screen. So I'm going to set this to 640 by 480 and specify false for full screen, and just close that statement there and press Ctrl S on the keyboard to save that code. Minimize MonoDevelop, and this goes ahead and compiles away. Now when I press play on the toolbar, let's just press play here, you will notice that we have absolutely no difference here at all. In fact, I could maximize this view and press play, and we do get 640 by 480, but that is not because of my function call to set resolution. To prove that, let's just return back to MonoDevelop and set this to a very large size, 4096 let's say, and 4096 for this dimension, some incredibly long dimension. So I'm going to Ctrl S to save that, and now press play on the toolbar, and again we still get 640 by 480, and that is because Unity is ignoring the function call to set resolution, and it will always do this whenever I try to run the game from the Unity editor. So I'm going to return back to MonoDevelop to switch these values back to 640 by 480, like so. Press Ctrl S and let that to compile here. Now the way we have to get this code working is we have to build our Unity project. This set resolution code will only apply for a compiled game. So I'm going to choose File, Build Settings, and I'm going to click the Build button here to build our game. I'm going to call this Test Build and just save those changes and allow Unity to build our project. And it displays this Windows Explorer window, and here we have our application. I'm going to double click on this and you can see that we get a window here at 640 by 480, which is the resolution that we want, and it is using the set resolution command to do that. Now of course I said that we can also change the resolution while the game is running, so I'm going to close this application, minimize Windows Explorer, close the build dialog, return back to the Game Manager class, and in the update function I'm going to code a new statement which waits for the user to press the A key on the keyboard, so just the A key, and when it does that it's going to set the resolution, and this time I'm going to change the resolution to 800 by 600. So let me press Ctrl S on the keyboard, minimize MonoDevelop. I'm going to build the game again, choosing File, Build, build this project, save these settings, overwrite the file. Windows Explorer returns. Here we have our test build game. I'm going to double click on that to run the project, and here we have the project running at 640 by 480. But if I press A on the keyboard, all of a sudden the resolution changes to 800 by 600. So that's how we can use the screen.setResolution command to change the resolution of the game to any resolution that the graphics card and the monitor support.